Canada is changing dramatically every day. Tonight, we have some new insight about who we are, where we live, and how it all affects us as a nation. According to fresh numbers from the 2011 census, we are now 33.5 million strong and growing, 5.9% to be exact, from the last census in 2006. Here are some of the highlights. In Newfoundland, it's the first time the population has grown since the 80s. In Ontario, the growth rate actually slowed down by about 1 percentage point. And in Alberta, growth was double the national average. So it looks like Alberta's gain is Ontario's loss. The CBC's Joanna Remiliotis has more on that for us tonight. Joanna.
Peter, for the first time ever, more people are living west of Ontario than east of it.
This is CBC News. The number of people living in Canada continues to rise.
There's a new dawn in Canada, and it's not where it used to be. Year after year, the sun has been rising in Ontario, the number of people in Canada's largest province in its largest city, growing faster than anywhere else, until now. Today's numbers show Ontario's rate of growth has slowed down to 5.7%, while the West is booming. Saskatchewan has seen its first increase in a decade, a jump to 6.7%. Growth in Manitoba doubled to 5.2%. And Alberta, well, that's the biggest call to the West, 10.8%.
It's nice out here.
Jay Palter is one reason why. He left behind the traffic jams of Toronto 2.5 years ago. There are plenty of jobs here, he says, and so much open sky and optimism.
I would never turn around and say we made a mistake moving out here. We're moving forward in the West.
The allure of the West is also making Calgary one of the fastest growing big cities in the country.
And there we go.
Realtor Cole Battershill's client today is from Kingston, Ontario.
I'm getting emails daily from clients all over the world. There's just so many people moving here. So there's people that are thinking of moving here next year, this year, planning for the future.
Mobile young Canadians are part of the new population picture.
Saskatchewan welcomes immigrants from all over the world.
But aggressive provincial immigration pitches have really swelled the numbers. Saskatchewan has welcomed 3 times more immigrants in just half a decade. Bedroom communities like Martinsville are racing to keep up.
We've had the opportunity to promote this province to the rest of the world and welcome so many new people to Saskatchewan.
And while Ontario is still the country's largest landing mat, it's losing out on skilled workers. And the implications, experts say, are huge.
Not having those people come here specifically to Ontario, I think will diminish us in terms of our innovation capacity and in terms of our creativity in terms of economic growth.
What's the capital of Canada? Not Toronto, Ottawa.
And there are concerns that shift to the West will mean more cuts to settlement services for newcomers here.
The fact that immigrants are not coming to Ontario as largely as they used to be, that doesn't mean they're not coming.
But to keep immigrants coming in higher numbers, experts say that will be Ontario's challenge moving forward. Peter?
Thanks, Joanna. Joanna Remiliotis in Toronto. Well, some other interesting details on those roughly 2 million more people now living in Canada. Immigration actually accounted for 2/3 of the number, 1/3 from births. Overall, Canada's population rate grew faster than any other G8 country. We have a feature on Canada's changing demographics. Check your own neighborhood. Just go to cbcnews.ca.